Toby, 2 Saturdays ago, the Whitworth cross country team ran down at the Linfield meet, and you kind of got a preview of the Northwest Conference Championship course, but you didn't get a preview of the Northwest Conference Championship course. So tell us about how we did, and tell us about running at the location, but not necessarily the course.
Yeah, so the meet we ran at a couple weeks ago was at the Oak Knoll Golf Course down in Independence, just outside of Salem, and that's also going to be the location of the Conference Championship meet this weekend. However, the courses were different. They were not the same course. One ran clockwise, the other one's going to run counterclockwise, and a little different footing as well, but at least got a chance to be on the site and see the venue and kind of get familiar with it a little bit. And then had a chance to race about 30 teams on both men's and women's sides, and we had goals going in. Women, we were hoping to be top 10, finished 8th, only a couple points from 7th. And on the men's side, goal was top 5, and we accomplished that goal. And so it was a great meet showing for both men and women. It was the last meet for most of the men, not most of the men, but half the men, because we cut down to only get to race 10 men and 10 women at the conference championship. So it was a great kind of ending race for that group of people.
So you have your 10 on each side going forward, and those have already been submitted. At what point did folks know, most folks know, okay, this is we're preparing for a conference now, or my season is over?
Yeah, a lot of people kind of knew kind of the writing on the wall just based on how meets went. I told them I was going to select 12 to practice after that last meet at Linfield, and then I'd select 10 from that 12 to actually step to the line. So basically I'm practicing with 2 alternates for the last week or so, and it's pretty clear, I think, to the team who the top 10 men and 10 women are that are going to step to the line. And so I wasn't really super surprised, but I will make an official decision here as the week goes on. In college, a lot of things can happen, sicknesses and different things, so I don't have to pull the trigger until actually they step to the line, so I may wait till that point.
Well, we're going into this week's meet with higher expectations than we have in about 5 years, and right in the mix for top finishes individually and as teams. Handicap what we're going to see coming up on Saturday.
Yeah, on paper it's hard always with cross country because everybody runs different courses, and again you do run against each other, but when you got 9 teams and people are going kind of all over the place to run races, it's really hard to kind of slot, but you get a kind of an idea of where people are. Right now on the men's side, London Haley, who is a freshman last year, sophomore this year, has the second best time in the conference, and he is legitimately a person that could win the conference championship, and so that's exciting. We have yet to have a male conference championship winner. It happened in the early 90s, and I showed up in 1996, and we've had several people kind of second, third, but no one win it, and so we're excited about London. But also Alec Peters is running great, and he could easily be in that mix too. Those two could both be running for a conference championship individually. And then James Dugenet is up there in the top 7. So we've got 3 guys we believe are all conference first team runners, and then right behind them is Isaac Akiyama, who has come off an injury, and we'll see how he ends up racing, but he's definitely someone that can be up there in the top 10 or at least top 14 for second team all conference. And then for the men's team, on paper we're ranked second, a little bit of a distance from first, but anything can happen in the race, and third place is not too far behind us, so we're definitely going to have to compete and race for that. On the women's side, I think there's a couple really good runners from other programs that are going to be up there vying for the individual conference championship, but we've got a real good runner with Abby Staley. She's a top 5 runner, so she can be a top 7 first team all conference runner. And then Kesley Thigason, along with a newcomer Ashlyn Derry, they're both top 10 or top 14, second team all conference, but could easily be in the top 10 as well. And then Lily Jones, who was freshman runner of the year last year, is coming off of kind of some injury type issues earlier in the season, and we're hoping that she's coming into form and can be back up there, and that could throw a wrench in everything. because no one's really counting on her to do much based on what people have seen. But she can definitely go out there and be up with those other girls on our team. So, yeah, they're sitting second as well. And we see if we can get a first place and hold off third place, seeing how it goes.